spooky.
This is 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. Chapter 4, Footprints on the Roof. This is episode 55. We are a day out from the official ritual of Stardust. The celebration of the summer solstice and the celebration of the goddess Desna. The town is in full swing. People are building bonfires along the beach in a couple key locations. Acolytes and other volunteers are grinding rose quartz, and other crystals into fine powder as part of the Stardust ritual. Acolytes and other volunteers are also creating numerous paper lanterns to be released as part of the celebration. Children are running to and fro on errands with fresh coin jingling in their pockets, as it is customary during these festivals for people to hire children for a few coppers to run things around for them on various errands. It is an ingenious way to keep the work moving and not have interruptions while letting the kids run around. But some believe it was an enterprising young parent who realized an easy way to keep their kids out of their hair while they were prepping for the festival was to send them on jobs around town.
So smart. What a great idea.
The 5 of you are freshly returned, well, 1 day removed, freshly returned from adventures in the pit. Adventures, violence, multiple near-death experiences. So it is quite the counterpoint to see streamers and laughter and celebration, and the town already bustling with even more people as visitors arrive from other areas around the Lost Coast. You met a few of them yourself, the Lamplighter Company, as you were returning from the pit. You hitched a ride with some of them. Made a couple new friends as you returned to town. And now, after your first day back and meeting up for dinner, it's the next day, and some of you have various tasks you want to complete. Downtime activities, if you will.
Yay!
Wow, what a perfect audio cue.
Yay!
If only we had a bingo card to go with it.
Shit! Fuck! I mean, if somebody was smart and had the freaking... Damn it. Well, we'll just remember. We'll keep a mental tally until Tamiko gets here. I think Lumi, like first thing in the morning, you hear a boom, boom, boom on your door at the church.
Not there.
You're not. Fuck.
That's right.
Oh.
That was actually one thing I forgot about. Was that at the end, Lumi snuck down into the Hellstorm catacombs, which reminds me.
Velynia is I forgot. God damn you. I continue to 9. I'm like, Lumi. Fuck. What did she get up to? I think Velynia is like, and she kind of like Velynia looks one way and looks the other, and wants to try the doorknob. Or the latch or whatever it is.
Does Lumi lock her door?
She has no reason to.
Oh. Give me a second here.
I want to make sure like Lumi didn't fucking die in her sleep. Velynia is a little bit of a worrier, and she thinks that's like reasonable.
That's the reasonable.
She got a little bit. She got a little bit of anxiety. Hi, Tamiko. Hello.
Yeah, the door's not locked, so.
Okay, so I would, as I keep knocking, I like open up and I like look and see that she's like not there at all. Like, well, shit. And part of Velynia wants to like go to Father Xantus, but she just kind of like shrugs, and Lumi's a grown person. She can have her own business. And Velynia would, maybe, we'll see. Maybe a little blackmail wouldn't hurt Lumi one bit. So I just like shrug and I shut the door behind me, and I would, with the short bow, that crazy short bow with the runes, head towards Sava's armory.
All right, so you are heading across town towards Sava's. I'm trying to find something real quick.
Okay. While Jake tries to find something real quick, why don't you check us out on redbubble.com. At redbubble.com, we got all kinds of great merch like the one Tamiko's wearing, the one I'm wearing, and so many others. You can get our logos on t-shirts, tank tops, and the one Jake's wearing. My God! You can get our logos on t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, mugs, stickers, postcards, puzzles, pillows, and all kinds of other neat stuff. And there's almost always a deal at redbubble.com, especially if it's your first time shopping with them. So why don't you just check us out today at redbubble.com. Just search Mini Terrain Domain. There's also other cool things on redbubble.com. I'm just kidding.
This is one of those cases where I thought I knew exactly where what I was looking for was.
It's okay.
So you're heading to Sava's armory. Let's just get, while I'm looking for this, because I need it for what Lumi's up to, what is everybody else's intention for the day? We know you're heading to Sava's, minus Lumi for the moment.
Now, I have one quick question. We were going to go together, and Lumi was going to try to sell some of those scales. I think, right? Does Lumi have those scales? Or did she leave them in her room? Like, were they stacked at her desk?
Oh,
where
100% be in the room. 100% in the room.
So
be in the room for sure. She would not take them with her.
If Velynia sees them there, and I imagine she probably would, she would take them. She would take them to sell.
Okay.
Like, thinking Lumi maybe found, like, a one-night stand somewhere. It's like, good for her.
You get to Sava's and Lumi's already there.
Yeah, right. It's like, I was just leaving.
She's out on the porch, like smoking a cigar.
Like, hi.
I think it is very important to notice this. I didn't even know this was a thing that you could activate, but Tamiko has been a moderator for 8 years at MTD. Not just a moderator.
That's brand new.
What?
Tamiko has been
a dice for that.
The mother of moderators.
Mommy mod. Mod me.
Just keep going. Tamiko missed out on the whole grabbing trunk thing earlier.
No, Jesus Christ. Maybe that's for the best. We need.
I thought we had let that die.
Nope.
We need
I
a
will
dice.
never let grabbing trunk die. I won't explain it either.
As it should be.
Hey, real quick, while we're off topic, I just need to share this with everybody and God. The reason that I'm late today is because my shower took an additional 20 minutes because at one point I did that thing where you look up and I saw a spider this big dangling over my head. I tweaked my knee jumping out of that shower so fucking fast.
Sorry.
And then I had to spend the next 15 minutes trying to figure out a way to get it down and away.
Bro, Tamiko.
It involved a broom and a dustpan with handles.
Wow. Make a pincer.
And some maneuvering. I basically locked it outside of my room, or outside of the bathroom, and hoped my cat got it.
It is a miracle that you're only like 20 minutes late. Well done.
We're gonna
Jesus
see a
Christ.
spider like coming down behind Tamiko in 20 minutes.
No.
Vengeance!
Red light.
Sorry.
No, I'm not a red light on spiders, but
You are on vengeance. Understandable.
On vengeance, which is
yeah, it was just
understandable, yeah.
vengeful spiders. Yes.
Yes, totally understandable.
It was a harrowing experience. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Do not recommend.
No,
Dude, ice
don't.
that
Every
knee.
part of
Ice
that.
it up.
All right. Well, what is somebody else? What are others doing? What are your plans for the day?
I am with Syl. I would have probably spent the night at her bedside if she is still in the infirmary, which I imagine she is.
Okay.
After dropping my daughter off.
Of course.
Others?
At some point the next day, since it was nighttime, Millie is going to grab Icselo and Natalin, question mark, and go see 6.
Yes.
'Cause
Perfect.
that's how we did the split, right?
Yep, that was seamless.
Yeah,
No, we are on
reluctantly,
the next
Natalin
day.
was going to go with you guys.
Okay, so that.
But until they come and get her, Natalin is helping Bethana out as much as she possibly can in the kitchen, getting the dough ready, the food prepped, all that kind of sorts of stuff. Place cleaned, etc., etc.
I imagine that while we're waiting for Icselo, Millie's like just kind of standing around like do 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 do, and was like, "What's keeping Natalin?" And goes into the back, sees that you're like freaking struggling with baking, straps on an apron, and starts helping.
Oh my god, what a helpful friend.
Okay. I apologize for how long that took. I had the thing I was looking for marked with a post-it note that came out of my physical book. So I had to do a search in the Google Doc. Nope, the PDF. And there were numerous instances of what I was looking for. So,
Oh, jeez.
yes, it is literally the first day of summer. It's the summer solstice. Weirdly, it's very close to our own real world time of year.
That's perfect. How appropriate.
So before we get to all of you, I want to pay off why I spent so long looking for what I was looking for. Because Lumi, you snuck down into the Hellstorm catacombs after everybody went home, went to bed. You snuck out into the undead hole and down into the catacombs to the Hellstorm focus. What is your intention, Lumi?
gathering up her papers and getting things all set in order. She's refreshing herself on the incantations she needs to do. But this time around, she's not going to fail, because this time around, she has a pendant of the occult and a cognitive mutagen. And so, she's going to begin, when she begins the process of trying to dismantle, disenchant, and neutralize the Hellstorm flume that is below Sandpoint. She's going to do so by using the innate guidance spell of the Pendant of the Occult and downing the cognitive mutagen to explode her brain, and people are taking Adderall to super duper focus on the focus.
So what do each of these extra bonuses do for you? What does the
guidance gives me a +1, and then Pendant of Occult gives me another +1, and then the cognitive mutagen gives me +2. So total of +4.
Okay. And you are attempting...
I was using occult.
But you are attempting to... You say deactivate. Are you trying to render the Hellstorm focus inert? Are you trying to focus it on one of the teleportation circles that you saw in the pit?
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to do a repeat of what we did last time. I'm trying to remember what we did what actually last time was. I'm pretty sure the primary goal was to render it no longer dangerous, and then the first goal was to render it no longer dangerous, and then I think you said something about it like making it reconnect to something else. But
so you can, yeah, you basically.
I thought it was like, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, you go ahead. Let me hear what you say.
I remember it almost exactly like Vi said.
Wow.
Like, not like making it so it wasn't a fucking nuclear reactor that we were sitting on top of, and then I think the intent was to make it into a weapon again, like to make it into something we can use to our advantage. I think.
So. The primary...
That sounds like me. That sounds like something I would do.
The primary problem with the Hellstorm focus is that it was tied directly to what is known as the Old Light, which is a destroyed structure, and is the equivalent of if you were to try to fire a cannonball out of a blown up cannon barrel. More likely than not, it's going to backfire and explode in your face. And you had determined that if anybody were to attempt to try to activate it would basically detonate all of Sandpoint.
Yeah, which is what she's trying to stop.
So the best thing that you can do to render it doesn't necessarily render it completely inert, but what it does is it refocuses it so that it would require the same very difficult attempt that you're about to make for anybody to even begin to refocus it. This is a thing that can only even be attempted once a day. If you're going to try to, if you want to try your best to render it useless, that's extremely difficult. Not impossible, and you can certainly try. But you also have identified, I think, 4 teleportation circles in the pit. There were 2 in Rip Nugget's library that became, was reappropriated as Menargle's throne room, I guess. And then there was the level you just came from, the room that the Sandpoint Devil Sanctuary, where you took refuge a couple different times, had 2 circles in it as well. What would you like to do?
Would I know if reattuning it to a teleportation circle, would that also cause it to not be a nuclear bomb about to explode? Is that changing its function?
To refocus it?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it can't once again be refocused by somebody. If somebody were to attempt the same thing that you're doing, had the knowledge and the skill, they could focus it away from whatever you focus it on, refocus it on the Hellstorm Flume, and attempt to use it to blow up Sandpoint. All you would be doing by refocusing it on teleportation circles is you would be putting some barriers in the way. But it's not rendering it completely inert.
I know. I think that her goal is actually just to make it fully inert, is to deactivate it once and for all. That is her goal. She sees this as a ultimate terrifying doomsday weapon underneath Sandpoint. And she wants to make sure it does not ever get used to blow up the old light and blow up Sandpoint. That is her ultimate goal.
Okay. And you are using your various
various
performance enhancing magic to gain a +4, and you're using, was it occultism?
Occultism, yeah.
And you are going to
and I don't know if I should say anything.
Nope.
Say it to me in the side chat and I'll vote.
I'm going to say it to Cari in the side chat.
That's yes. I'll tell you. I'll choose for you, but I will put in my vote. We're stalling, and we're stalling, and we're stalling.
So you can either wait for these two to figure out whether or not they're going to say something, or you can make your check.
I'm gonna wait on the chatty Cathy's over here.
I think
the peanut gallery.
What we call the
Tamiko. We don't want to fuck around.
What do we call
it? The
mitigating pigeon?
Vi, your things can't stack. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad.
How many of them can't stack?
It's what is it? You can only have bonuses that stack when they're from different things. So circumstance, item, and status.
So status.
Your guidance is status.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cognitive mutagens +2.
Item bonus.
That is item.
And your pendant is an item bonus also.
Oh, so
okay, that's fine. So it's only +3, not +4.
So it's a +3 and plus.
Right.
No.
It's not worth it to fuck with karma for just the extra.
But also, that's not being that guy or anything like that. That's
fine.
Calling out the rules when you know them.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I still would do
I appreciate that.
I'm still doing the same thing. I still want the same item.
Yeah.
Anyways. I needed to stack as many bonuses as I could.
Believe it or not, we're 55 episodes in, and some of us are still learning how to play this game. There's so many aspects of Pathfinder that I still struggle with.
Only some of us.
I mean, listen, I've been playing D&D 5th edition.
I'm a master, just kidding.
I've been playing 5th edition for 15 years, and I still struggle with some of the rules.
All right, I'm rolling.
All right.
A d20 as I make my occultism check. As I stay up all night, focusing, trying my best to solve this problem that no one knows about. I'm going to spend a single domain die.
Nice. Now you, Vi.
When you said you were rolling, I realized I hadn't logged in.
I'm going to spend one more.
Do it.
Domain
Do it.
die.
I hadn't logged in the Owlbear yet.
Let it ride.
And I will let that one stand.
that number is higher than both of your previous numbers combined.
Yeah.
Awesome. Bear in mind, it could still be a 4.
Making your total
17, 29, 32.
That's great.
And she is locked the hell in as I eat my cognitive mutagen. Ooh.
Bam.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm going to start narrating this, and then I'm going to ask you to finish narrating this. As you are once again in that chamber with the Hellstorm focus, which is those series of stones, the arcane stones with the sigils on them. Wait. Yes, there were 5 stones around them, and then the one in the middle that has the arcane. That's what it was. And you're in this room all by yourself, which is kind of not, well, it's definitely not the first time. You've been here a few times by yourself. You lay out your different supplies, and you make your preparations. And you begin concentrating on all that you know already about Thessalonian history, Thessalonian artifacts and magic, and all that you've learned since you discovered this place, and your specific studies about the Hellstorm focus, the Hellstorm flume, and how this was once created as a powerful weapon that could be used against the Rune Lord's enemies. And sure, it has other things that it could be used for, but your focus is solely on deactivating this dangerous ancient artifact that could literally wipe the entirety of Sandpoint off the face of the earth. It is hours of work overnight, as I'm just imagining this stone in the middle with the glowing runes, and sort of focusing in as we see these sort of runes kind of pulsing and changing, and then that sort of slow pan by, and we see you in meditation and concentration, and sort of this montage of this as you're concentrating on it. There comes a point where you begin to focus in on the energies of the focus itself. And there's this strange, brief, discordant note as you are trying to harmonize with the resonance of this magic. But it's only brief as you cross over that barrier, and then you link your mind perfectly with the Hellstorm focus. Lumi, go ahead and take over and tell us how you successfully deactivate this ancient artifact.
Oh, yeah, Lumi.
Her
MVP.
mind has opened, and it's not even a visual thing. It's like this static that goes through her nerves, right below her skin. She can feel it. It's this like proprioception. And she's able to just like maneuver the magic in her mind as she's jury-rigged because of her use of occultism on this. She isn't using arcane proficiency to do this. No, she's like jury-rigged some weird mishmash of strange magic and supernatural effects to get this done. There's like various incenses burning. She used various like ingredients and whatnot, and even like and hodgepodge rituals, all to just try to hack, so to speak, to break into, to uncover this Thessalonian magic. And with it, she is captivated by it. She wants to explore what it can do as she feels it. It's like, I think it's almost very similar to holding like a ball in your hands, like a basketball in your hands. You can just like you can feel how it moves. You can hold it in one, and the way it can bounce from hand to hand. But it's like this magical energies. And she realizes, no, this is way too dangerous. I shouldn't. And she tries with all her might just to snap it, to break it, to crush it, to twist it, to crack it in half and dispel it and shatter it. as she rips and tears and frays the cords of magic with this proprioception that she has. I imagine she gets a nosebleed from this.
Sure, yeah.
And then, when it's all said and done, the world is blurry. I think that's where she passes out. And that's why you didn't see her in the morning.
Damn.
She's having a little nap.
3 hours
Unconscious.
earlier.
And
Wow.
Lumi, as you pass out, that same camera shot I described, but in reverse, as you fall unconscious, a little trickle of blood from your nostril. The camera moves away from you and moves back behind massive rune-covered stone. And as it moves past the rune stone, the runes are not pulsing anymore. In fact, many of the runes almost look as though ink has been splattered with water, as if the runes have started to run down the stone. And as the camera pans around and the light dims even more, we see a crack down the side of the Hellstorm. You have rendered the Hellstorm focus inert.
Wow, Lumi.
It would take incredibly powerful magic and knowledge of Thessalonian technology, arcanity? That's not the word I wanted.
Arcaditude.
It would take ancient arcaditude. Somebody would need to grab some serious trunk to be able to do this. Don't give me
Stop
that.
making
Don't
stop trying to make grabbing trunk a thing. It's never going to be a thing.
Anyway, yeah, you are unconscious, and you will be unconscious until. So you went late at night, right?
Yeah, it would have been like midnight or something. 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, etc. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
Maybe the worst sleep of her life too.
Oh shit.
I thought you were gonna get away with only being unconscious for 3 hours. You're unconscious for 8 hours, which means you won't wake up until
8 a.m.
late morning. It'll be around 11 because you were working on this until about 3 in the morning. However, I'm gonna say something happens that you don't see. After you fall unconscious, having rendered this ancient Rune Lord Thessalonian weapon, a single monarch butterfly finds its way into the Hellstorm focus.
Cari, do you see it?
I do. I see it. What? Stop.
It flies around and occasionally lights on you, your unconscious form.
God, it's adorable.
And you will be given a I gotta look it up again. You are going to be given a boon of Desna.
Oh my god. It's so cool. That's so cool. I know
Whoops.
it's like a programmed thing, but I keep like waiting, hoping it'll go into another window. It's not. No, it's not gonna.
No, this is specifically set up for Lumi.
Oh, Oh, that's adorable.
The
That's so
boon
fucking
that you get is it is a minor boon. But when you awaken, it will actually be the most restful sleep you have ever had. All of your hit points are recovered. Any negative conditions which you might have received from not getting a restful sleep and from sacrificing sleep to perform this. And do you have any curses?
She's curse free.
Well, you would be.
Not that
You
we're
would,
That is
aware
other than her
of.
love life. Other than
I
her
was gonna
love
say,
life.
do you
yeah.
have any diseases? Because if you had
none
diseases
that I
or
like to-
curses, those would also be removed from you as well. Suffice it to say, you have a restful and healing sleep. But unfortunately, whenever you do eventually awaken, there's no sign that the butterfly was ever there. Velynia,
Yes.
you got up pretty early, saw that Lumi wasn't around,
Mm-hmm.
saw that she left the dragon scales in her room,
Mm-hmm.
grabbed your bow,
Yep.
the dragon scales, and you decided to head off to Sava's armory.
Yes. And then I guess I was, well, because I'm the one selling the freaking scales now, I'm going to wherever we were going to sell the scales to.
What did you decide on that?
I think, so Millie was going to sell half of them to 6? Question mark.
And-
We wanted to go shop to see who's going to give us a better deal.
That's right. You wanted to shop
That's
around
right.
a bit.
And then I was going to go to the shit. It was like the alchemist, like the weird
Pillbug?
Pillbug, yes, that was what it was.
The grotty pillbug.
You know he's not the only alchemist in town, right?
I did not know that. Clearly, I don't want to go to that
There's
fucker.
Bottled Solutions is also an alchemy shop.
I guess I would just so because they're going to 6, I'll hit up the other 2 and see what they would offer, and then I'll reconvene with Millie. But I am going to Sava's first.
Okay. You head into Sava's, and you find that as you enter Sava's shop, I guess I can take the suspense music off. Lumi's not in the
Yeah,
Hellstorm.
what am I seeing? Jesus Christ.
Sava's actually hard at work.
Ting, 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 ting.
She is basically she has her hair pulled back into sort of pulled back and high up, and she has a leather apron on, and she has a dark tank top, and she's wielding a heavy hammer, so it's less tink tink and more like toon toon. And you notice there's quite a few things that have been added to the shop, like the queue of things that she's working on. Presumably with the festival and with more people in town, she's picked up quite a bit. Additional work.
Amazing. So I think when Velynia comes in, she sees Sava working with like the big girl hammer, and she's like, "Getting the aggression out early this morning, I see."
I wouldn't call it aggression. It's I take great joy in this. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't wish that there were some goblin heads in front of this hammer, but we can't have everything.
Of course. Yeah. If I had as much business as you do, I'd be joyful too. Speaking of business, and Velynia takes this bow off of her back and is like, "Have I got a deal for you?" And I like lay this bow, and I think Velynia does it with like a little bit of reverence, but knowing that Sava sees through the bullshit pretty easily, she doesn't ham it up too much.
She takes a look at the bow.
It was a +1 short bow with 2 runes of some sort on it, I think.
This is the 10 Shen short bow +1 flaming.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yes, it's the one that you pulled off of Asmarelli. Asmarelli.
I stop it. I was just starting to break myself.
I've been doing this ever since I started.
Night and day, it's Asmarelli.
So as you set it down, she kind of looks over her shoulder, and at first just says, "Are you looking to sell, or you wanted to repair? Do you want me to add runes, remove runes? What are you looking for here?"
We were looking, me and my party, of course, together. We're looking to sell this. From my admittedly untrained eye, it looks to be quite valuable. People assure me, my party assures me that it's at least, it's worth 500 gold.
Well, let's see what you got here. And she sets the hammer down and she grabs a cloth and wipes the sweat from her brow, wipes her hands as she comes over, and kind of turns her head, looking at it, picks it up. Oh, it's got some good runes here. Weapon property. Flaming. Not much of one for range shortbow weapons, are you?
I have one in a pinch, but it's good enough for say. So this one can go for the funding, if nothing else. I mean, I don't imagine you'd have a hard time offloading it with all of the hustle and bustle of the festival. All of the wealthy patrons that are coming to Sandpoint for just such a thing.
I'm looking. You're right. I could possibly sell this. Although I have to be extra cautious this time of year. I don't want to just sell it to anybody.
Of course. You would hate it to be in the hands of someone less than reputable. And I give her a suggestive look.
She gives you a raised eyebrow. And then kind of gives you a half smile.
At the very least, it would be a wonderful display piece. So people would respect Sava's armory as they should.
I'll give you 400 for it.
Oh, Sava.
That's 75% of its value. I gotta make something here.
You couldn't possibly part with 450. Knowing that it's for me and my compatriots, and 450 is... seems to be a good round figure. It would do us a world of good, and we could assure that we bring you more and more and more from our adventures.
Out of character, are you trying for a figure of 5?
No, no, because I know 400 is a figure of 5 too.
Gotcha.
Hashtag math. I typically never do math after June 1st.
Does Velynia know that that 8 divides 400 though? Oh, sorry, 5 divides 800? Ah.
You couldn't possibly part with 450.
I'm gonna need you. I think she kind of leans on the counter, which brings her another 6-8 inches closer to you. You're gonna have to convince me why I should give you an extra 50 gold for this. I'm gonna need you to make a impression. Or is there a persuasion? I keep getting confused.
That is diplomacy, right? I'm sorry. I know I ask every time.
Yes. Yes.
I got a 27 diplomacy.
Okay, well that's your roll. What are your words?
My words. I think that Sava, when she leans forward, Velynia doesn't shy away at all. And she just says, listen, you and I both know what a loyal customer I am and what loyal customers all my party are. You know that you are the very first person we will come to, and already have, with all of our findings from the pit and our adventures elsewhere. You have an exclusive contract with my group, and for that, I would hope we could get a little bit of a favor. We are doing this for the greater good, after all. Shut up, Baron. Fuck off. And I think, yeah, Velynia does like lean in just a little bit as she's saying all this.
Sava doesn't move away, but when you finally stop talking, she just says,
Boop.
I'd already decided that I would give you the 450. I just wanted to see what you would say and how much you would kiss my ass if I let you keep talking.
Well, did I pass the test? Or do I need to brush
I better
up?
not hear of you selling your finds to anybody else.
Of course not.
Or else I'll only pay 50%. And she reaches down under the counter and she pulls out a small box and counts out some coins, and she pays you. Well, she sets the 450 gold. She says, now, I can pay you this. Or I can hold on to it if you decide to buy something else.
Well, Sava, know that we will be spending our money here on any weapons or armor, but this is a team effort. This is for the group fund, so it's not particularly mine to spend. Well, at least 4/5 of it are not mine to spend.
Very diplomatic.
Perhaps you could help me with something. I have a task today that I didn't expect to have, long story. And I would kind of pat my satchel and be like, between you and me, I have in my possession some dragon scales. And I was wondering if you perhaps knew of who would give me the best price for them. It's a bit of a competition between me and my compatriots, and I would really like to get a good price.
It depends on the kind of dragon. For one.
Black.
That depends. You're looking for the best value. You're not going to get terribly high amount from Pillbug.
Thank the gods. I didn't want to have to mess with him anyway.
And between you and I, he'll probably just grind them up and use them as reagents in one of his concoctions. And he'll probably find some way to cut it with ground up beetle carapaces and other such things, so that he can stretch his expense even further.
What a disgrace that would be. Do you have an alternative?
Here in town? The new cat. 6 days into summer. It's hard to say. I couldn't tell you value-wise what you get for it. But he seems to deal in oddities and rarities. You might also try Mava Cask over at Rings and Things. Lots of jewelry, art objects. I could see Mava using something like that in various embellishments and jewelry.
Interesting. Well, that's an option we had not even thought of, so thank you for your insight.
Those would be probably your best bets.
Terrific.
Or
Well, thank
you could browse the streets with all the new folks in town and look for a particularly wealthy merchant.
Well, if any particularly wealthy merchants pop out at me, I will more than happily behave like a common hawker. But in the meantime, Salva, thank you for your advice. I do appreciate it.
Always willing to help, even if you're not spending gold here.
We are going to... Okay. Salva, I will see you soon, and we will be spending so much gold it'll make your head spin.
I would like you to do me a favor and roll me a D100.
Oh, okay. I can do that. That's easy. 41.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to roll physically here. I think I'm going to roll physically.
Incredible. Incredible. Love it. Love to see it.
And I'm not going to tell you what the percent.
Tradition.
I'm not going to tell you what the percent was.
Okay.
But you don't have anything to worry about.
Good. Super. Thanks. So I leave and I make my way to Mava Cask. And I forgot, what is the name of her shop again?
The shop is
Rings and Things. Sorry.
Rings and Things. Real quick. And Maver is a human male.
Maver is a... Oh, sorry. I instantly thought Maeve, and I was like, oh. My bad. Maver. Got it.
Maver Cask.
Perfect. Shanks. So I'll make my way there.
Alrighty. Millie and Natalin, did you say you two were doing something together?
Well, we're currently slanging flour together.
Yeah.
But I know you had plans to. I know Natalin in particular has plans to go into town.
Yes.
Yeah, we were waiting for Icselo to do his morning errand or whatever it was before he was coming to pick us up.
Okay.
Yep. Millie just wanted to check out she's got a couple of things to, show Six,
right.
But otherwise she's probably just going to tag along with Natalin.
And where and what were you doing again, Baron? Or Icselo?
I had visited Syl.
That's right. You were visiting Syl Ember. I think that when you arrived, Syl was sleeping. And whether you're awake or on the edge of sleep, or maybe you're fully asleep at the side in the chair, as morning light comes in through the window, you hear Syl's voice. Hey, what are you doing here?
Waiting for you to wake up.
How long have you been here?
Not long.
I think that may have been the first night that I've actually gotten mostly a good night's sleep.
Well, getting close to the festival, so I brought you some fruits I picked up when I got back. And it's like a basket of like fresh seasonal berries and fruits that you'd pick up in this time of year.
Sure. You brought Syl basically one of those what is it, fruit bouquets?
Edible arrangement.
Edible arrangement.
Edible arrangement.
That's what.
Awesome.
She looks at you and she goes, "That's funny. Where's the flask?"
I like move one of the oranges forward and pull out the flask.
There you go. And she reaches and you see as she kind of sits up and reaches, she's still in quite a bit of pain to move. But she kind of winces and takes the flask and she tips it back and takes a swig. And then she seems to stare kind of just past you. And you can see as her breathing gets a little shallower, her eyes get a little wide, and she suddenly goes, and she takes another even bigger swig. I've been having nightmares.
Well, if I had to look at myself and look at see you every day, I probably would too.
She laughs for a moment and then she kind of... These aren't like normal nightmares, Icselo.
I lean in.
They feel real. And it's... I'm not just dreaming about that night. It's like I'm dreaming about nights that haven't happened yet. Because that thing is still out there. It's going to come back, time and again. And it's just going to keep burning people.
Is that what you see in your dreams?
Over and over again. She takes another big swig from the flask. Is it still out there?
Yeah. It is.
Promise me. If you see that thing, and you get even half a chance, I want you to cut its fucking head off.
I promise. You should get some more rest. I have to go. I'll be back later. Don't drink too much of that.
Well, enjoy the festival. Throw some stardust into the fire for me. I don't think I'll be going near bonfires for a while.
I'll do that.
And don't wait too long before you come back.
I won't. And I'll stand to go.
As you stand up, you do hear the sound of her setting the flask down on the table, and she reaches into this basket of fruit and pulls out a particularly large strawberry, and she just kind of stares at it. As you glance back, you just see her staring at it for a moment, and a smile crosses her eyes. Or I should say crosses her lips, but doesn't quite reach her eyes, is what I was trying to say. And then you are free to leave. And are you going straight to meet up with the others, or are you heading anywhere else?
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, not much, doesn't take much for you to cross town and head to I believe
Velynia as I'm leaving the infirmary and barracks.
I imagine probably, yeah, as walking through the streets, it's morning, so people are just starting their morning routines, and even with all the new people in town, it's that little bit lighter foot traffic. So you probably do, see Velynia crossing.
Whatever you have in your hands is now on the ground.
That's bullshit. I'm just walking.
I object.
Yeah. Is it? Are you for real?
Yeah, 100%. Knock whatever's in your hand out of your hands.
You asshole. So I think I would be like kind of just tossing this little pouch of coin, and as soon as it falls, Velynia like scoops it up and looks around.
I did not stop.
You fucker. You fucker. Do I see Icselo?
I'm fucking huge.
Yeah, you see Icselo.
Are you like, okay, yeah, like, do I know that he did that?
I mean, looking around, seeing Icselo and others on
You
the
can
street,
hear him laugh.
it's
Yeah.
pretty obvious.
You fuck. Well, I'm sorry. I think I'm missing something here. Something got lost in translation. I'm like, you fucker. If you want to walk with me, you can just say so.
I've walked past you. I got places to be. I just knocked your shit out of your hand.
Fuck off, Icselo.
It's that thing when you walk past somebody in the halls and you just flip the back of the books they're holding, knock them out of their hands.
What a dick. Velynia, I think Velynia is starting to warm up to Icselo, but she still isn't quite sure how to take him. So this is.
It would have been funnier if it was the scales.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Oh God.
You had to pick up 6 scales.
I only have 3.
Oh.
But yeah, so asshole. So I just clip it back to my or I put it back in my bag, and then I making my way downtown.
Where are you? Are you following Icselo, or are you just going where you were intending to go?
Is he going the same direction I am? I'm going to the fucking rings and things.
I mean, if he's heading,
Sorry.
if he's heading to the Rusty Dragon to meet up with the others, you guys are probably heading
You're
the
going
same.
opposite directions. Because Icselo's coming from the barracks, right?
I'm mad. Well, actually,
I
I don't
trust
know where
Tamiko
Syl would've
implicitly.
been.
On this matter.
Yeah, because Rings and Things is up north, like right near the cathedral.
Yes, it
Right
is.
across
I
the
was
street.
thinking that one was further south.
Perf.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
knock your shit out of your hands and keep walking.
What a dick. You're like a school bully. You're like, what's up, nerd?
I didn't call you a nerd.
No, you didn't.
You were just throwing money in the air, and I knocked it out of your hands. Quit fucking doing that. Lesson
Just
learned.
like-
He's not
Just
bullying
like
you, he's
Velynia.
teaching you.
No, just when Velynia starts to feel like a normal person again after her traumatic ass like last decade, fucking Icselo comes along and be like, "Stay on your toes, dork."
Dude, I don't have a fucking arm. What do you want from me?
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah,
You
don't
can't say
forget.
this to me. I'm deformed.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you need to go. You need to go see the person to get a custom
Oh
glove.
yeah.
Yeah. So you got an errand too.
Well, I need money first, so.
All right,
Mm.
you just knocked
You
it
know
on the
what
ground.
would be really cool right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, I just knocked it on the ground.
I'll be
Seen-
goddamned if you're getting it now until dinner.
It'd be,
So
it'd
go
be
fuck
really
yourself.
funny if I took it.
Oh. Well.
I'm not going to do that.
Seen Transition Break?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, when we come back, we'll see what Natalin and Millie and Icselo get up to. And maybe Lumi will wake up.
Louis' whole session is
A real quick
sleep.
question before we go: is tonight the night of the Stardust, the fire
No,
thing?
this is the
that's
day
tomorrow night.
before.
Okay,
This is the
okay. Just making
19th.
sure.
Or the
Super.
20th. Wait,
Yes.
it's
20th.
the 20th.
Awesome.
So, all right, we're going to take a break. We will see you on the other side.
Let's do it.
And we're back as
Okay.
Icselo meets up with Natalin and Millie. That's you guys.
Well,
Oh,
Millie, Millie hangs up the apron and nods approvingly at the work that she and Natalin did.
Hmm.
And then does a well. Time to go see 6.
Yeah, Natalin kind of tidies up a little bit, and then finds Bethana just to let her know that she's running out for a little bit. That batches 3 and 4 are on the spit. 5 and 6 are marinating. Things are good to go.
She's
And all the dough is proofing.
she's moving back and forth with her own preparation, smiles and nods, and gives you a warm thank you, Millie, for helping.
That's awesome.
And then resumes what she's doing. So you are free to head to wherever you want to go first.
As we're walking out to 6's, Millie's kind of sizing up Icselo a little bit.
Hmm.
Oh dear, are you all right? You look a little peaky.
I'm fine.
Did you sleep well?
No.
Oh,
Anyway. We have some things to get appraised.
and Millie gives him one last lingering glance with the furrowed brow of concern, but continues on the way to 6's.
Eventually, you reach The cats meow. Curiosities galore. And you hear that now familiar jingle of the bells as you enter the shop, and almost as if he had been waiting for you. As you enter, from behind you, as you pass through the door, you hear, "And a fine good morning to you, Millie. It is wonderful to see you this morning. Oh, so bright and early already."
Millie starts because she didn't know that he was behind her.
Huh.
Just straight up like, whoop!
You go, "Woo!" and he goes, "Whoo!"
That's amazing. Dude, I love this vibe so much.
I did not mean to startle you. I was taking care of some things over here.
Oh my, I apologize for being a bit jumpy. It's been a pretty harrowing couple of days. Was it a couple of days or a day?
A couple
Because
of
it's a
day.
day.
It was a couple of days.
Okay.
You guys had your first
Had
overnight
a really
in the pit.
harrowing morning.
We had a rough couple hours there. Velynia almost died 3 times. I killed a guy with a pitchfork.
Rick, where did you get a grenade?
Fine family, lay low for a while.
Wasn't it a trident?
Oh yeah, it was a trident. It was a trident.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm meaning to talk to you about that. You might want to lie low for a little while.
You killed a guy.
Oh, where are my manners? 6. Have you met my friends Natalin and Icselo yet?
I don't believe he's met either of you yet, has he?
Natalin gives him a bow.
He pulls the wide-brimmed feathered cap off his head, and bows. Actually, I take that back. He reaches up for the hat, but he's in his shop. He's not wearing his hat. And instead he just kind of repositions his hand and kind of gives you a salute, and then turns it into a deep bow. "It is a pleasure to meet you. I am 6 days until summer, and this is the cat's meow. Curiosities galore." "What brings you here today? Are you finally coming to test your luck in the Cabinet of Curiosities?"
Well, that probably won't be happening today, but that remains to be seen. We have some exciting things for you today, 6.
"You are speaking my language. Come." And he motions you to follow as he heads towards the counter. And he walks around behind the counter and kind of puts both hands down on the counter and looks expectantly at the 3 of you. "Well, what have you brought for me today? And how much gold are you looking to extract from my purses?"
Oh, well, it turns out that our last dive into you-know-where turned out to be a little fruitful. And Millie reaches into her pouch and slowly and reverently pulls out the clockwork key, and she places it on the counter.
He looks at you, and he looks down, and he looks at you, and he looks down. "Is that what I think it is?"
One down. Well, it looks right. But I guess you won't know until you know if it fits.
Well, he takes a look at it, and he disappears he leaves it where it's sitting. He disappears into the back room. You hear some rummaging, and then he comes out holding a satin handkerchief, and approaches the counter and places it down on the counter, carefully opening it, and you see the body of the clockwork bird. And he turns it over, and he picks up the key, and he holds it towards the keyhole on the back. He puts it inside, and you hear a little click, and he just gives it a partial turn, and you hear the tick, 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 and he lets go, and you just hear as disconnected mechanisms start rattling inside, and the key rotates, and he says, "You have found the first of the 5 pieces of the clockwork songboard."
It's so very exciting.
He immediately reaches below the counter. You hear the jingling of coin, and he slaps a small pouch with 50 gold pieces in it. "If you are still willing to sell it, this is what I told you. I would pay you 50 gold pieces for each piece."
Millie seems to recall that it was 100 per piece.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't seem to remember that.
I would trust Tamiko with my life.
I would like you to make an impression to try to see if you can get him to admit to that.
All right. Making an impression is diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
So that. Oh, I don't even have my owlbear open.
Where'd my owlbear close? I had it open.
All right. Here we go. That is a 25.
He looks at you with that feline look where a cat closes their eyes almost all the way, but they're still looking at you. And suddenly he goes, "I am just pretending with you. Of course I remember that I said I would give you 100. Make all 3 of you make a perception check.
$21.
Also 21.
Nice.
Oh, Icselo.
Oh no.
I'm just
Icselo's
looking at all this stuff.
He's just looking at all the stuff. Ixelo's not even.
There's a lot of cool stuff in here.
So none of you notice that as he's laughing, he does a quick sleight of hand and swaps out the 50 gold piece pouch for a 100 gold piece pouch. But what you see is he just slides the pouch towards you and says, "There's 100 gold pieces in here, as I said."
Also being classy, Millie's not going to insult him by opening it and counting. She just takes the pouch and pats it gently and goes, "Thank you so much. Are you interested to see what else we found?"
I thought perhaps this was it, but of course I'm interested. And he carefully takes the purple satin handkerchief and covers up the key and the bird and says, "One moment," and vanishes into the back room. And
I don't understand the grabbing the trunk right now.
Oh, dude,
I'll explain
don't
it to you
worry about
afterwards.
There's nothing to understand, bro.
I'll
It's
explain
just
the awesome euphemism to you afterwards.
Oh no.
Sorry. I have Owlbear Rodeo open, seeing motion out of the corner of my eye. And I'm not quite sure what's happening, but I'm here for it.
I think it's Vi, so.
Oh,
know.
I know. Yes, I would like to see what else you have.
Alrighty then. And Millie pulls out another pouch, and what is it? She opens it up, looks at 6, and says, "Now, I'm not authorized to sell these yet. I need to get a figure and take it back to the group. That's our agreement." And then she pulls out the 3 dragon scales. Now, just to be clear, we found these. We didn't slay any dragons. Good heavens. Could you imagine?
I would hope that if you had slain the dragon, you would be bringing me more than 3 scales. And 6 reaches inside his vest and he pulls out a jeweler's loop and holds it up to his eye. And for a moment, you just see that sort of, it almost looks like it almost looks like green flame in the jeweler's loop of his eye magnified. As he then leans down to look at these things. And then he looks up at you and lets the loop fall. These are authentic. You're not authorized to sell them to me just yet, but you want to know how much I would pay for them.
Yes, that's right.
I would counter by asking you, how much are you hoping to get for them?
Well, let's see. Millie... Would Millie have any... Oh, wait, hold on. I've got just the thing for this.
Yes.
I've been sitting on a thing.
Oh my God.
I was going to ask, would Millie know how much dragon scales were worth? Because she's been an adventurer, but not like a hardcore adventurer, right? She hasn't killed any fucking dragons. But I do have a hero point card, Jacob.
You do? You had got that so long ago?
Number 3, which is until the end of your next turn, you gain auto knowledge, core 258, for any one skill. If you already have auto knowledge, when you use that feat to attempt a recall knowledge check this turn, use an outcome 1 degree of success better than the result of your roll. If you use this to learn about a creature, you gain twice the number of clues about its abilities. I don't even know what kind of a check it is. If it's Arcana, then I already have Arcana.
It's not Arcana.
But if it's not, okay.
So it's like an automatic knowledge skill. What is it called?
Auto knowledge for any one skill. I don't. Is that something that you have, Vi? Because it's all capitalized. Auto knowledge, like it's a thing.
What? Auto knowledge?
Lumi has esoteric lore.
Oh, I'm a pop this in here. Burp burp. That's what it says.
Auto knowledge. I like
That's
that.
crazy.
I wonder
If you have notes on it, since they're your hero cards.
Excuse me. You just belch into the microphone. So, I'm wondering. I'm going to say, if you want to spend this, I'm going to say you can use this to automatically know what these things are worth. If that's what you're trying to get.
Yep.
Rather than trying to figure out exactly what this card is saying, you can spend this hero point, and what I was looking for was if there was something that said under the lore skills, if there was like a appraisal or something like that. There's like art lore and various things like that. So sure, this, that typically these scales go for between 300 to 700 apiece. Sometimes I would say because you used the hero point card, I would say that you also know that in certain circumstances they can go for more, but typically depending on the vendor,
I would
and
assume
the buyer,
it was based on size, right? Like also
it's also going to depend on location. You're quite frankly, you're more likely to get bigger buyers, more value in a bigger city than in a small coastal town.
True that. My my lore is a little rusty, but I seem to recall that typically these would go for between, what did you say, 300 to 700?
3 to 7.
3 to 800. Wink.
And I would say you are very close in your estimation. You are very knowledgeable about the intrinsic value of dragon scales. How much were you hoping to get for it? I'm assuming closer to the 800 than the 300?
Oh, well, of course. But I understand that you're a businessman also. But right now, with high traffic happening because of the festival, I'm sure that you've been seeing a lot of foot traffic in your store. A lot of people curious about your curios.
You are not wrong about this, but it is highly unlikely that an acquisition such as these, that I would just turn around and sell for a minimal profit. I'm going to be honest with you, Millie, because we are friends, yes?
Of course.
Something like this I would take to Absalom. Or I would send it with one of my associates. I could get a much higher price for it in Absalom. Which means I'm willing to pay you a little bit more for it. Make an impression. Let's see how good you do.
Alrighty.
Do a new die. Let's do
A
this.
couple of those
right
cookies, and you'll be.
right next
yeah.
to Vi's. Right next to Vi's little dick pic here, just for luck.
Uh-huh.
What?
Yes.
I
It is a blessing.
Oh, what do you think, gang? 25. Keep it or reroll?
I say keep it. That's pretty fucking good. We're level
Okay.
6.
25.
Roll a d6 and add 1 to it.
5.
We're getting 500 bitches. Come on.
I know for a fact that I have certain collectors in Absalom that will pay handsomely for something like this. If it is just the 3 that you have, then I'm going to give you a fair price. I will buy them from you for half of what I would sell them for in Absalom. I'd of course have to cover traveling expenses and all of this.
Well, to be honest with you, Six, there's actually, coincidentally, 6 of them.
Oh, this is very fateful indeed. If you are willing to sell me all 6 of them. And hopefully, you're not running around telling people that you have black dragon scales.
That would be stupid.
He leans in a little close to you and he says, "No, I am only doing this because we are friends. And I want you to keep coming to me to sell me stuff. And to buy things from me. I will give you 1,000 apiece for these."
Oh, shit.
Holy farts! That was Tamiko, not Millie.
No, Millie is a straight-faced, like, perfect.
Millie does kind of falter for a second, like she it just kind of puts her hand on the counter.
I imagine some tiny glass
my.
thing breaks as Icselo hears this in the background.
But Natalin's got really good reflexes and catches it.
I'm sorry.
No, I definitely broke something.
Hold on a second, Baron.
Between the weird arm and this
I
shocking
fucking broke
news.
something.
Roll me a d20, Baron.
Oh
Sir.
god, is this the what did Icselo break game? Oh no.
13.
He has a special roll table just for such an occasion.
My own personal fault.
Can I try to stop whatever Icselo is trying to break from breaking?
I'm not trying to break it.
No.
This is fate.
I think
Natalin
it's
just goes,
I think it's just it doesn't break. But you were holding on to just picking this thing up, and at that exact moment you touch it. It's one of these things that's activated like when there's like thermal stickers that are activated by your touch, they change color. There's a part of this that when you touch it, it all of a sudden goes woo, 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 and it's a spinning top that suddenly drops out of your hand and just starts whining loudly and sparking. You basically let a Beyblade loose in the shop.
All right.
That's amazing.
Now, I wanted to give you, as I said, 1,000 gold for each of these, but that is only if I can get all 6 of them. If it's just the 3, I'll do 800 apiece.
I will need to take this to the rest of the group post haste then.
And I would hope that this will encourage you, or your friends, or all of you for that matter, to take a chance with the Cabinet of Curiosities.
I am sure that myself and Lumi at least would definitely probably be interested in that.
What about your friends here, Natalin and Icselo, was it? Have you seen? And you can't help but not miss it. You can't help but notice it, because it's kind of centered in the shop, and it is this sort of interesting looking cabinet. And it has a sign on it that basically says what 6 says to you. For the low cost of only 250 gold pieces, you may open the cabinet only once. A single item will appear. Its value and properties are completely random. No returns, refunds, or replacements, and it will only work once per customer. Ever. Think about it.
I will have to think about that as a single father struggling to find a place to live.
That is true.
Is there anything else that you have for me?
Is there anything else that we have for him, gang? I don't think so.
You
Wasn't
still
that
have
all the-
one unidentified object on your list, I
think it was
believe.
the sword.
The sword. Well, that's up to Icselo. I tried to identify one of the items we found, but I wasn't able to. I must be getting rusty.
Six.
What say you, Icselo?
Six
You wanna
just kinda
have a
looks-
Take a crack at it.
If you would take a look at it, I'd be.
I will see if I can identify it for you at no cost.
I'm willing to pay.
It is a very simple thing for me to identify and appraise things.
I'll put the sword on the counter.
I imagine you've never seen or heard a cat whistle before. But you hear a very low whistle of amazement from Six when you place this item on the table. He actually looks at it for several moments without touching it, and then carefully picks it up and he begins looking down the blade, looking across the runes, looking at its exquisite craftsmanship, and you can hear him begin to very faintly, he is humming a tune. And it is through this singing that he is attempting to focus and identify. So the DC is 10 plus the level of the item. Six has a total on his identify of 36.
This fails. That's crazy.
Quite high. It's higher than Millie got.
Pretty fucking good.
Where did you say you recovered the sword?
Yeah, found it in the pit.
You found it in the pit.
We killed its previous owner in the pit.
Jesus Christ.
What is it? It was in a chest. We don't know who the owner was.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to believe this one a little bit more. No offense to you. I don't mean to call you a liar, having just met you, but it is highly unlikely that you killed its previous owner. It's its previous
The
owner.
notes just say remnant Incerule, and I know that we didn't get it.
No, you guys got it out of the
directly from
chest. You got it out of the chest.
Who was its previous owner?
Well, the
have no idea.
previous owner, this sword is at least 3,000 or 4,000 years old.
Oh, that's old.
It is called Gravesbane.
Ooh.
And I'm not going to lie to you, there is very much a part of me that would love to take this sword off of your hands. But I fear that even if you went to Absalom, you would have difficulty finding a buyer willing to pay its value. And if somebody were so willing and ready to pay its value, I would be dubious of them. As best I can estimate based on its age and this weapon potency rune, this greater striking rune, and this rune here.
Me too, Vi. I just saw
Yeah.
Vi's face.
Take that shit apart. Take that shit apart.
The sword
Or-
is The sword is worth 48,000 gold.
Holy shit, fuck, damn motherfucking ballsack. What?
But if I were you, I would never sell this sword. Gravesbane is a +3 weapon potency, +3 greater striking, death drinking sword.
Jesus Christ.
Meaning,
Sure, that was
actual
in character, so you guys can check off Millie swears for real.
Yay.
meaning this is a legendary weapon. It is actually more likely would be classified as an artifact. This is a +3 weapon potency, which means it is a +3 to attack bonus. It is a +3 greater striking rune, which is, I believe, you add no, I can't remember. I had it written down here. Hold on. You add 2 additional damage dice on top of what the greatsword normally does.
It triple.
So basically, yeah. So if in this case it's a longsword, not a greatsword, which I don't remember. Is it a D8 is the damage die or a D10 on a longsword?
D8, I think. Towards 6.
So
3d8.
yeah, so that means you would roll 3d8 damage every time instead of 1d8. And whoops. I had this.
3 to hit, and you said it was Death Drinker?
Fuck me. The name of
Death
the sword
Drinking?
So
was,
it is a death drinking rune, meaning that now that it's been identified, you actually can see this. And it has a shimmering purple glow about it. While holding the death drinking weapon, you will gain a +1 item bonus to saving throws against negative damage and death effects. When you critically hit a creature with a death drinking weapon, you will inflict an additional 1d6 of positive or negative damage to the creature, whichever type of damage would harm the creature, and you also gain the following reaction when wielding a death drinking weapon. The reaction once per day is if you kill or destroy a creature with the death drinking weapon. If it was living, you gain a +1 item bonus to attack and damage rolls for an additional 10 minutes. If the creature you destroyed was undead, you gain a number of temporary HP equal to twice your level for 10 minutes. You have basically found an artifact. And as a reminder, you rolled on the one loot table to rule them all to gain this weapon. And if we go back to that episode and you look to when you rolled that, I was kind of shocked.
Oh my!
I had to reflavor what was in there to work with equivalency in Pathfinder. But sometimes you get that 0.01%, or in this case, 0.001%. No,
This is
0.1%, 0.1.
unreal.
Millie's just going to nod and simply say,
Well, Icselo, I don't know if it matters, but I hear it's bad luck to not claim a named sword.
No, I would 100% like to keep this sword. In fact, I have this sword, and I would hand. Actually, I won't hand him my sword. He doesn't seem like a swordsman.
Here you go.
Sword dealer.
You should give
Do you-
your sword to your daughter.
Oh.
No, it's a. What are
Yes,
you talking about?
you
She is 11.
should.
She does not need a
Yes,
longsword, let alone a +1 striking
Saying that
longsword.
she should wield it, Icselo. I'm saying that she might like to have a keepsake from her father.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did you reach out to take the sword off the table?
Yes.
As you do, Six puts a hand on your hand. There is one more thing you need to know about this sword.
It's cursed.
cursed as fuck.
It's not a curse,
Fuck, cursed. as shit.
particularly. When you kill an intelligent creature, let me rephrase that. You don't have to be the killer of it, but if an intelligent creature dies within 10 feet of you while holding this sword, your blade, it will absorb the soul. And it can store these souls inside it.
Is that good or bad?
Well, you can release these stored souls as an action.
What's an action?
Sorry, I realize as I'm reading, all of a sudden I'm the tutorial that's giving you controller.
Hi, I'm Ruby. It looks like you need help.
If you need, I see you have a cursed blade. Need help?
You need to release those souls, except now.
You can release the souls to harangue your enemies. But there's a reason this weapon is called Gravesbane. This final soul-stealing property, it is anathema to Pharasma, the Lady of Graves. I thought you should know well, it is truly a double-edged weapon. And it isn't necessarily a bad thing. Just know that, well, I don't see you wearing any Pharasma iconography, so you're not particular to her. So let's hope that she takes no notice, eh?
Oh, hold on real quick. Natalin, which one are you again? It wasn't Pharasma.
No.
Harassment?
Gozray.
Gosray.
Osray.
So in your notes about this weapon, in addition to what I already told you, because you won't find this, and I can reiterate to you after the game if you need it fully.
Go for it, Jacob. I've got this.
Yes.
So the Soul Stealer ability is that if an intelligent creature dies within 10 feet of you, your sword will glow red while it has absorbed souls.
Oh my god.
And then you can willingly, as an action, a single action, you can release all souls that have been stored, and they will do 1d6 mental damage to your target per soul. But you can't just go, say you have like 3 souls in there, you can't just go, I'm going to release 1. It's an all or nothing.
It's not a magic force barrage situation. Right?
No.
TM.
Okay.
Well, I mean, technically, yes. Because there is no save. They just take the 1d6 mental damage.
Okay, what is it, Baron? FYI. I'm way behind on the notes, but I put this in the notes under information. Icselo's sword, Gravesbane.
But yeah, should you need specifics about, like, you decide, hey, I want to break these runes out or whatever, good luck finding somebody to do that, and you can break it down into parts, I guess, if you want, but even six is like, I'm not paying you 50,000 gold for this.
Based on how hard it was to identify, I can't even begin to imagine how hard it would be to pry the runes out.
At an artifact level, I don't think you can.
We don't have
I think
Milwaukee anymore.
I think at the artifact level, I don't think you can disassemble it.
Oh, good to know.
There are certain named weapons in the treasure vault that I was looking at that you cannot extract property runes. They're intrinsic to the item itself.
I feel like a thing should pop up on the screen like "blong" because we now have like a second PC who's gotten a relic, right?
That's a good point.
Who else has a relic? Oh, because Lumi has
What?
the. Sorry, Lumi
Yeah.
has the monarch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been excited to tell you guys. I had to do a
That
bunch
is
of
something
research
else.
to even figure out what this thing was going to be worth, and figure out what the right to. That's where I'm still learning, translating all these runes and stuff. But yeah, I think there's a moment, Icselo, when Six takes his hand off of yours, and you pick the sword up. Somewhere in the shop, a music box just randomly goes off, and you hear ba-da-da-da.
I look like Harry Potter when he gets his wand.
Curious.
Yeah, the hair's getting blown back.
Curiouser and
Yep.
curiouser. No, you definitely, yes, you have an artifact. Gravesbane.
I am weirdly undead coded.
Incredible.
That's
That
why
was
I
very
thought it was.
exciting.
I thought it was very appropriate.
That was very exciting. Who wants to go get funnel cakes?
I do.
Awesome.
Natalin? Funnel cake?
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to make a quick stop before I have to go back to the Rusty Dragon. So I will take my leave and I'll see you later tonight.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Millie's gonna go get some funnel cakes. With
I'm
fucking
going to get some
Icselo.
funnel cake.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Velynia, unbeknownst to the value she holds, is taking 3 dragon
Taking it to be used in
scales
fucking earrings.
to the jewelry store. Lumi, have you turned up anywhere yet?
I think that Lumi would also be getting a funnel cake, but it's a different kind of funnel cake. It's like oh, I feel like shit. I need something in me fast, and her tummy is grumbling. She's dehydrated. She has a headache,
Corned beef hash and eggs.
so she needs a little funnel cake and some water, maybe.
Margaret.
I think that's where that's where Lumi will meet the party. That is Icselo and
Yeah, I think there's. I like to think that during festivals and rituals and holidays like this, that in addition to all the regular vendors, there's probably like a row of food carts, that all have clever names that I can't even think of right now. But actually, I wonder.
I definitely want one of those lemonades where they stuff a bunch of lemons in the bottom of the cup.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
one of my favorite fair and Summerfest
it's so
things.
expensive now.
So it is. It is
They
fucking
are.
expensive, but they're so good.
So worth it.
So
Also,
I'm-
fries where they just go and put vinegar all over them.
Do love some good malt vinegar fries.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think.
I would also be asking what's his face at the shop if he knows anything about that one fucking girl's show that she's putting on.
No,
Um,
I'm just making it up.
You can definitely find your lemonade stuff either in the grocer's hall at Sweet Nectar Juice, or I'm sure there's probably at least two different. There's 2 different small vendor carts on either end of town, and they're called Pucker Up Buttercup.
Mhm.
And that's what they specialize in is lemonade with real lemons. Well, of course it's with real lemons, but also mixing in different flavors. So you can get your cherry lemonade and your strawberry lemonade and your watermelon lemonade, and they're all very tart. But before Velynia, we get to you. Natalin, I believe, is heading to Verna's Fine Clothing to pick up an
Yes,
order.
cool.
Yes, Verna's fine clothing, and then I'm going to hit the carpentry.
The Carpenters Guild.
Yes, thank you.
So at Verna's fine clothing, that is where Rinshin Pavali is.
Hmm.
And when you enter, Rinshin... Oh yeah, Rinshin is the tall, slender, half-elf, very... She reminds me of... Oh my gosh. I can't adequately convey who this is because I can't think of the actress's name. But in 30 Rock, there was a woman that Jack was dating that she was like, had brittle bones. My bones! That's who I'm suddenly thinking of. But anyway.
Hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I think Natalin kind of walks in quietly, and then she'd bow. It's like, Madam Pavali?
Ah, yes. Are you here for your order?
I am, but I'm not too early, am I?
Was there another time you meant to arrive?
It's been, I mean, it's so busy with the festival. I thought maybe you might have had other things you had to do first.
Oh no. I do not put festival orders ahead in the queue of already established orders. In fact, your timing is perfect. I have all 3 of your items ready for you.
Natalin's eyes will just kind of light up.
And she will go in the back and she will come out with wait, I said all 3 of your items. You were only getting 2 from her, weren't you? No,
all 3.
3, that's right.
Yeah.
The sleeves, that was like a special shirt, wasn't it?
It was my entire like new robe. Like she made my dress to begin with, but it's so it's like of the Shein style.
Yeah.
So it's got the big long sleeves and the flowing, very fine fabrics. That kind of
cool.
She comes out, and she's only carrying a box. And it very much looks like a Sandpoint version of like a gift wrapped box like you'd find on Rodeo Drive or something, but it's showing the neatly folded robes. And as a way of showing you the work, she places this thin package down, and then she unfolds part of it, revealing one of the long sleeves, and she reaches in and she pulls out a pair of delicate gloves, and then she reaches in a little bit deeper and she pulls out the boots.
I imagine they are exquisitely made. Natalin came to her for a reason, and Natalin is just gushing, like just in awe of the finery.
The boots and gloves are designed to complement the robes, but also designed in a way that they're versatile. You can wear them with other items.
He says that knowing that Natalie will never wear it with anything else. But
you could, of course, mix and match these with whatever you... And she kind of looks you up and down. Have in your closet.
She recognizes the last outfit she made for her, 15 years ago.
Are those blood stains?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I didn't get those out.
Oh no.
I must have missed a spot. Never mind. These are beautiful.
I know. And she carefully lays first she kind of says, "Is everything then to your satisfaction?"
Oh, very much. Very much. And I think, like, absentmindedly, Natalin is already kind of like she can't take her eyes away from the cloth and she's trying to touch it, but she gets out her pouch, her money pouch. She probably has at this point like a couple of them already pre-made because she knew what it was going to cost. So she's got the one for Rinj and Pavali, and she kind of pulls it out and puts it down on the counter, while still looking at the cloth. I can't wait to wear this. It's so beautiful.
And you would look beautiful in it. And she will take your...
Should be 250 gold.
Yep, 250. And she will verify by... She just picks up the little pouch and she kind of holds it in her hand and then smiles. And then she kind of looks at you as you're still admiring your stuff and just kind of politely goes, well,
oh,
if you
so
don't need anything else.
I thank you so much. Yeah, and she's kind of lost for words, so I think she grabs up that box, the folded thing, and she hugs it close to her body. I guess after putting the other two things back into the pouches. And she's just got this biggest smile on her face as she's just kind of bows, and I think she kind of like bows all the way out the door.
Did we specify the sleeves, or was that... I'm trying to remember. Or was that something that was already a thing?
There was something special about the sleeves.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
About the sleeves
Sorry.
of the whole thing.
No,
Yeah.
I just realized why I couldn't find the... I was thinking we had homebrewed that from a bag of holding. But...
Yeah, no, it's an actual thing.
No, I couldn't find it. And you know why I couldn't find it? Because I'm spelling sleeves Sleaves.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
bless
Jacob. It has been an allergy kind of day. We're going to chalk this one up to allergies. It's cutting off the flow of blood to your brain.
I would like to give... I have two things. I want to give Cari, I want to give you the chance to talk to
oh, cool.
your guy.
Yes.
And then I have one final thing before we wrap up.
Amazing.
Couldn't,
Is this the thing you forgot last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anything else, Natalin, as you take your items?
I think the last thing she would have done before going to the Rusty Dragon was to stop by at the Carpentries Guild. I don't think she can carry it, but she'd like to pay for it and have it delivered to the Rusty Dragon.
And that is easily done enough. In fact, I don't think you would even deal with directly at this point with
Ezric
Battlehorn. You're probably getting an apprentice who is one, handling the money, and two, makes arrangements to have it delivered to the Rusty Dragon.
Yeah, and I think she paid half already, so she would leave the other 30 gold with him. As she almost skips, I think, from there back to the Rusty Dragon with her box in hand.
I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty.
And we'll zoom across town to Velynia, heading into...
Yes. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Oh, you think there's a ding-a-ling-a-ling
Oh,
in
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
rings
assume a
and
ding-a-ling-a-ling.
things?
Sorry.
Yeah,
no,
strangely...
This is a high-class joint.
I mean, it's a pawn shop, and check cashing place, basically.
Never mind.
It is
I
not a
didn't mean to assume it was a
ding-a-ling.
high-class joint.
As you walk in, you hear, "Give me a cracker!"
I look. What do I see? Is it a parrot?
You see
macaw?
a very elderly parrot, and parrots live a long time.
Yeah, they do.
But this one, its feathers are looking like, it looks pretty old. And it's not in a cage, it's just sitting on a perch.
Okay, I'm like, and I kind of, Velynia looks sort of disgusted at this thing. And she digs into her pouch and sees if she has like a thing of trail mix or something, and she finds some little dry carb and gives it to this thing. Like it's like the pumpernickel chip in a bag of Gardenos.
Oh, no. You see it kind of bobbing its head as it watches you digging in your pocket, and then you hold this thing out and it takes it, and then you hear the little crunching, and then it kind of flutters its wings and goes, "Ah, thanks, bitch."
Fucking incredible. I love this bird. Just when Velynia is like looking bemused at this thing, she's like, she takes a deep breath, she's like, "Hello," and like is wondering at another humanoid in this place. Hoping to God this isn't the fucking owner, because who the fuck knows? Could be a druid, I guess. I don't.
You see
Cantankerous parrot.
hold on, I just had to make sure I write this down so I don't forget it. You see at the counter is Maver Cask, who is a human man, as I said, wiry, has kind of a swept back, like he's got this hair that looks like it's longish, but kind of refuses to lay down long, sits up kind of poofy, and he's always going like this as he's talking, like he pushes down the hair and it just sort of rises back up, and it's this sort of reddish brown.
Awesome.
You see as he sets down his he has a pair of round spectacles perched on his nose, and he was jotting something down in a book, and he says or he sets this pencil down, and it sort of rolls a little bit, and he starts to move towards you, and he stops, and he reaches over, and he picks the pencil up, and he resets it down so that it's lined up perfectly next to the other three pencils, and perfectly parallel to his ledger.
Noted.
And
I'll
then
make a mental note of his clear OCD.
he comes around the corner and he goes, hi. I'm gonna have to ask you to be nice to her.
Are you telling me to be nice to your bird?
But no, the bird is male. I was telling Neil McNeil to be nice to you.
All right. It's fine. I don't particularly concern myself with the opinions of the avian. Anyway, I have a something to sell, and I've heard you are quite the proprietor.
Well, yeah. If you, depending on what it is you're trying, you said sell. You're not wanting to pawn it, or?
Well, I mean, isn't selling and pawning the same thing?
Well, no. If you're pawning something, it's there's a certain period that I will hold it, and unless you come back and buy it yourself, then I will sell it.
No, I am looking to sell. But admittedly, I am in the shopping around stage, as it were. I was hoping to wonder at what kind of a price I could expect for this this item, these items, I should say.
More than one item. Well, I can only assume, since you're coming into rings and things, and you don't seem to be carrying any large and bulky items, you're selling or pawning some sort of jewelry or affectation.
Velynia looks around, and she kind of like she recognizes, I think, the timidness of this guy, and she kind of like turns on the fake sincerity, and she's like, no, it wouldn't insult you if you weren't offering me a competitive price if I left here without selling, would it? If it would, by all means, I could just leave now. I don't want to insult your establishment.
You've done nothing to insult me as of yet, and I see no reason why providing a simple estimation of value of something should be an insult to myself or my trade. I'm willing to look at whatever it is, unless you want to keep this this little dance going in the hopes of gaining more value. I'm not sure what your intention is here, but
no, not at all, not at all. Truly, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't insulting you when I asked you what you could offer for, say, 3 black dragon scales.
Oh, well, I guess that's dependent on the size, the quality, the age,
Velynia
region.
Pulls out one from her pouch and puts it on the counter.
Oh.
2 more just like this.
Well, each one's going to be graded individually, so I can tell you how much this one is worth. Let me see here. And takes it over to a station. It's very much a jeweler station where you see there's a few projects underway, and starts to has like less the jeweler's loop and more like I can't think of what it's called, the something assistant or something like that. But this is the little weighted device that has like little grippers and a magnifier,
Wow.
and has extra light through you actually see as he goes over there, he reaches up and pulls on a chain, and it causes some louvers in the ceiling to open up and brings more sunlight in, focusing that light through a lens so that he's got perfect lighting on his workstation. He begins turning it over and says, well, you say you have 3 of these?
Total, yes.
And it should be assumed, perhaps, that they're all from the same dragon? Similar size, similar shape?
I think that's fair to assume. If you would like to see the other 2, I'm happy to share.
Well, it would make it much easier.
Very well. And Velynia pulls out the other 2 from her pouch and hands them to this little
Go ahead and make me an impression.
Okay. Oh god, Jesus, no! My d20 fell. Ugh. I would like to re-roll that, please. Ugh. I would like to re-roll that again. That's 2. Jesus, that's not a ton better, but I'm gonna stop because God is telling me to stop. That's a 19.
A 19. I'd like you to roll me. I'd like you to roll me a d6 and subtract 1.
4.
Man, looking at these and I'm going to be honest. I don't know the last time a black dragon's been seen or heard of in this region, though there was one about something like 10 or 15 years ago. But that's assuming these are from this region and not from somewhere else. I guess it doesn't really matter. It does raise their value a little bit. I'm willing to pay you 600 a piece for these.
600 apiece, you say?
Yes, if you sell me all 3 of them, 1,800. But as the set, I could sell them. I'll give you 2,000 if you sell me all 3 of them.
2,000 for all 3, 800 for a single, yes?
Yes.
That is going to be very competitive, Maeva. I will have to consult with my team, of course, my bureau, as it were. But I will take this information to them, and I have to say, I am very optimistic about your chances of getting these scales. Cari doesn't know all the shit that you talked about earlier, Baron.
All right.
Velynia does it. Sorry. Cari
Very
does.
well then. And he very quickly he closes the shutter and he hands you back the 3 scales.
Thank you.
Was there anything else you needed?
Nothing today. Oh, before I leave, with all the festivities going on, you don't happen to know anything of the Lamplighter Company? I haven't heard anything. I hear they're putting on quite a show, and I promised certain people that I would attend.
The
I haven't heard anything about the
Lamplighters.
Yes, the Lamplighter Company. They're a theatrical troupe, it seems.
Oh no, I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't like the theater.
Oh, I see. Very well. I'm on my own, I guess. Thank you
Yes,
again for
it
your
seems
time.
so.
Thank you again for your time. I do appreciate it, and your expertise, of course.
Buttering me up won't adjust the price. I have the quote I've
Not
given
trying.
you, so
Not trying to.
I'm here. You know where to find me if you change your mind, if you decide you want to sell them to me or whatever.
Thank you very much. And I leave, and Velynia, making sure Maver can't see her, flips off this fucking parrot on the way out the door. And, yeah, leaves.
And as you do that, the bird goes, "What? Come again!" And you hear the beginning of a word. It's cut off.
Does it start with a C?
It's cut off as
saw
the door
you.
closes.
Okay.
But it definitely started with a C.
It's
And then the door
cut
slams. It's
That's what I
cut
thought.
off.
Incredible.
No, the bird just says, "See you next Tuesday."
See you next Tuesday. Fuck off, bird. I love this bird. Incredible.
Velynia, no, not Velynia. Millie, you mentioned specifically you guys were all looking for some funnel cake. Were you heading?
Yes, but I do want to specify that as soon as we left Six's shop, Millie bent down and scratched Monte Cristo on the head and said, "Now go find Velynia and tell her to meet us at the market where we're going to be getting funnel cake immediately."
So perfect.
And what is it? And I'm just going to specify that the skills that Monte Cristo has for the day are flyer and speech, so he can fly and talk.
Okay. So this is so perfect cinematically for what I have next. You crouch down and you scritch Monte Cristo and give him his orders. And this is the first time you've given him speech?
Oh no, he's had speech
Okay.
before, but we've just never had to use it.
So you just hear just this little bit less of a meow and probably a little bit more like, well, I don't even know what sound is. He takes
You
a
get to decide what Monte Cristo
So I'll tell you what popped into my head, and I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go with it. As you give him these orders, he purrs loudly, takes 2 bounding leaps before jumping up into the air to soar through the air. As you, with each bound, you hear chip chip cheerio, and it's just like chip chip cheerio. I like to think that Monte Cristo experiments with different voices and accents
Yes.
whenever you give him a voice. So now, as you stand up from this crouch, you find a familiar face looking at you, standing but 10 or 15 feet away from you, as you look into the face of a young man and you hear, "Hi, Mom."
Oh.
Human Monty.
Human Monty is standing before you. And it's just, "Hi, Mom." And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
That's awesome.
Shit.
Yes. And wasn't he in like a little bit of a kerfuffle? Isn't he like, according to
His sister.
He is, but he doesn't know that Mom knows because
Oh God.
his
And
sister
he
ratted
really
him out.
he probably doesn't see it as a problem.
And just for Jake's benefit, I did model him after Eric Foreman.
Oh
Oh.
my God.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I'll have to watch some clips from 70s show.
Oh my God. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah, my daughter is
Now-
modeled after Eric. My son is modeled after Eric, and my daughter is modeled after Lori.
That's perfect.
Which makes it even more weird that it's Monty that's the one getting into trouble and being told on by what's
Are
her
you
name?
kidding? Lori probably jumped at the chance to narc on her.
True.
Like
100%.
Now,
Mom,
I want to specify
Mom!
as we prepare for next session, we'll sort of pick up a little bit because we're still sort of in this day, but the intention is to move into the festivities. And as we move into the actual Festival of Stardust or Ritual of Stardust, I want to make sure that if you guys are sticking together as a group or whatever you're doing, that we have a chance for you guys all to enjoy. I know Carrie's been trying for 2 weeks now to find this girl's show. The idea is that the ritual will have at least an opportunity for each of you to experience what you want to and get what you want out of the ritual as we build up to the big moments of the ritual, which are the actual Ritual of Stardust, which we'll find out more about next time. And I there's a part of me that kind of loves the idea that Lumi is wandering around town doing seemingly mundane things by herself before catching up with her friends, eating food, drinking water, with not a single person in this town aware of the absolutely heroic feat that Lumi did in the catacombs beneath the Sandpoint Cathedral.
The epic freaking, the one in a million.
Like, you have no idea that I just saved all of your lives. So, all right. That is our session. Thank you, everybody. Shout out again to Cari, who dropped the 61 months, and to Tamiko, who used the new celebrating the years of being a mod, 8 years as the mother of moderators. So that's pretty awesome. And thank you to everybody hanging out in chat, as always. Always appreciate it. For whatever reason, I don't think I even glanced at the chat since the beginning of the game. I mean, I did spend a big chunk trying to look up stuff. So if you're hanging out in the chat, know that absolutely appreciate you. And if you like to lurk quietly in the background, or maybe you're watching on the VOD with us later, know that we appreciate you and hope you enjoy these games as much as we enjoy playing them. And of course, as always, a huge thank you to these amazing players. I love getting to play this game and tell these stories with you. Thank you, Vi, Kaeryn, Tamiko, Cari, and Baron, without whom this would just be me squawking at myself. With that, we're going to end this game the same way we end every game, and you can say it with me if you want. MTD.
MTD.